All right, so I am going to show you guys how to sew this lining bag. The first and most important thing you want to remember is to open this zipper. If you fail to do this, you won't be able to open your bag at the end. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my piece and I'm going to pin same sides together like this, okay, all the way down. Do that pretty quickly. Make sure this lines up at the top. Look at here where the zipper is. I just kind of fold this in, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and pin this. Remember how you pin, guys. Through one side, back up through the other. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and do that on all sides here to make sure that it's nice and even. Fold that edge in like that. Doesn't matter which way it goes, just make sure that they're the same on both sides. Do the same down here. Okay, so we're ready to stitch. So you're gonna use a straight stitch. You actually don't need to use a zipper foot, which is what I have on my machine. So I am going to quickly change that. Okay, ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to start with the lining side. And I'm not going to worry about the top here. I'll get that towards the end. So I'm going to pop this in, make sure that my my edges are nice and straight, and I am going to give myself some room here to the right. This is really important because you guys don't want to have any gaps in here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and line it up with the, this is actually the 1/4 inch line right here. So I'm going to pop that down, and then just like we've been doing, I'm going to forward, backwards, forwards it on a straight stitch. And I'm going to go all the way down, making sure I stay on both sides of the fabric. Take your pins out. Remember, don't sew over those. Now look, when you get up to your zipper, you kind of squish it down flat. I'm going to lift my presser foot and kind of tack this under so it doesn't give me any problems. You might have to do the same. Now look, sometimes you might have to actually give this guy a tug, but see, it just went right through everything. Sewing machines are made to do that. Try to keep it nice and in line. Take those pins out so you don't have any wrinkles in your bag. Now let's keep it nice and straight. I'm going to leave the needle inside my fabric. I'm going to lift my presser foot, and I am going to turn it. Keep on going. Okay, I don't want to go off my fabric. I didn't pin that very well. So put your needle back inside, lift and twist it, and then I'm gonna keep, look at, the reason why there's so much excess over here is because my fabric is actually here. I didn't pin it very well. Make sure you stay on both sides. You might have a little trouble getting over your seams. Just give it a little tug if that happens. Okay, here's my zipper. Make sure that's folded. And just kind of carefully tug it through, just right over that zipper. There you go. I'm gonna try to get that wrinkle out. Oh, not gonna happen. Okay, when I get to the end here, I'm just gonna forward, backwards, forwards it, lift my needle out, take my fabric out, cut all my extra threads off so they're not in my way. Okay. So this is what you should have. You should have a bag that is sewn together almost like a big pillow, okay? So now this is where it becomes really important for you to have unzipped, otherwise you can't get this open. I'm gonna go ahead and stick my hand in here all the way to the very, very bottom, and I'm gonna give my zipper a quick opening so it's open completely. Now look, I'm just gonna grab it this way. I'm just gonna pull it right on through. And then look, you don't even see any of those messy edges. You want to make sure that your corners really come untucked. You don't want to leave them stuck in there. And give them a good push there, like that in the corners. There we go. You want to do that again. Right there. Okay, so that is the outside of the bag, and this is the inside here. So we have one more thing to do. And what we're going to do here is we're actually going to take this together. I'm going to fold this in on the inside. Just give it a good tuck on the inside here. Fold both the sides in like that. See how they're nice and clean? Pinch them together, and don't forget to pin them so they stay together for you. You saw what happened to me when I didn't pin very well. This is going to go back into the machine one more time, guys. So bring Ken on over. Okay, and I'm just going to sew this closed, preferably starting with the seam here. There we go, better. Okay, into the machine. Make sure my seams are together. And again, I'm gonna do this like a top stitch. I'm gonna actually do this really, really close to the edge so that it's not so obvious. I don't know if you guys can see how close I am here. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a top stitch forwards, backwards, forwards. Take your pins out. Back it up when you get to the end. Oh my gosh. We are done. Now you just slip this on the inside here. Tuck it in. Tuck it into the corners. And then these corners here, you're going to have to kind of give them a good push to get them straightened out. Sometimes it helps if you like put a ruler or something in there. Takes a little bit of time. And there you go, guys. Make sure that lays nice and flat for you. And guess what? Voila, there is your zipper bag, all nice and completed. And it really wasn't that difficult. Okay, I'm gonna do one more demonstration and show you how to do that one more time without the lining. So if that's what your bag looks like, stay tuned.